have more partisans and irregulars waiting to join the fight. Additional partisan fighters are on the field.
Yes, brother? You have orders?
We have partisans are ready to deploy with anti-vehicle weapons.
You have orders? Can't stay here. We have to move. Move it, partisans. We have an objective to take. Da, Tovarish. On the march. Moving out.
Conscripts can now throw Molotovs.
You need something demolished?
Objective taken. Now we just have to keep it.
If you need it.
Squad standing by. Partisans, move out. Conscripts under attack!
We built it as ordered.
Partisans have arrived with anti-vehicle weapons.
Enemy contact! Squad standing by!
We have more partisans and irregulars waiting to join the fight.
Under fire! Partisans ready! On our way! Let's go! We need that point, partisans.
Political officer deploying now, comrade. Conscripts can now dig in. Additional partisan fighters are on the field.
What are your orders? Stay in my footprint. It'll be easy.
Partisans are ready to deploy with anti-vehicle weapons.
Send the Huns running! You have orders?
Men, on me!
One less to worry about!
Proletarians of all nations, unite! Engineer standing by. Destination confirmed.
We are taking fire! Time to move, partisans. We start! Move! Now! Return fire!
Fresh Guards troops are standing by.
Shoot! Aim! Do not come to these muddocks! Shoot back, comrade! Move like your life depended on it! It does! Moving out! They come again! have to move. My ears are frozen. You want some? We have found the enemy!
Make it quick! We are reloading! They killed Yevgeny! Guards! Stand your ground! Use an enemy dead!
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector. Supply lines have been cut.
Red Army, at your service.
What? Disengage!
Red Army, at your service. I think I have snow in my pants.
Da, guards here.
We are ready to
We
go,
are moving.
comrades! Conscripts here! Yes, comrade. Taking it is one thing. Holding it is another. It will be done. Move it, partisans. We have an objective to take. Yes, comrade! Flamethrower! Get the Molotov over there! Guy here, move! Understood! Run for it!
The enemy is on the offensive!
Area secure. You have orders? Partisans, move out. You have orders? Yes, brother? Protect yourselves, partisans, but take that point. Your orders, comrade. As you say, comrade. Comrade, that point must be secure.
What do you need?
You need something built?
We are awaiting orders.
Partisans engaged! You have orders?
Blizzard conditions are imminent.
Whatever you need! Now our forward, partisans!
Rapid conscription tactics are now at our disposal. Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Guards squad ready.
Riflemen ready. Check your gear. We are moving. Forward. March.
Da.
No
Guards
faster!
under
Shooting back!
Ocean! Blizzard!
Partisans, find cover!
We are awaiting orders. Relocating. Guards, we move.
They're charging our center!
Get the blood flowing. March! Move out! Forward!
Guards squad ready. Go, go, go! Stay low. We are pinned.
You need something demolished? We will build it.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Make it quick.
Enemy is engaging us!
We need to re-establish our supply lines. command is an inefficient use of state resources.
Light it up! Now throw, you stupid bastard! What the hell are you doing? Get that fucking point! Comrade Stalin is counting on us!
Additional resources are now available to you, Commander.
Man down! Your command? Enemy fire! Grenade!
Blizzard is passing. Normal weather enemy has killed another infantry squad. Additional partisan fighters are on the field.
All right, men. Forward.
We have more partisans and irregulars waiting to join the fight. Our territory is falling into enemy hands. Conditions clear. The blizzard is gone.
Moving!
Engineer standing by. A commendation from Comrade Stalin. Don't stop. Keep firing. You need something built?
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
This will be difficult.
Be brave, comrades! Man down!
Get moving! Onward!
Let's go. Ignore the holes in your boots. Go! You have orders?
Men, on me! You need something demolished?
Okay, that's the last one.
Partisans have arrived with anti-vehicle weapons.
Listen up, men!
We have found the enemy! With PPSHs, we will send the Huns.
Partisans are ready to deploy with anti-vehicle weapons.
Engineer standing by. Get ready!
Whatever you need. Taking losses, partisans.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at...
Now,
The squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
let's go, partisans. March! Move out! On our way. Let's go! Yes,
Men, on me! Get
One of our emplacements is under attack. The enemy is trying to destroy a structure.
something demolished?
For some reason, they keep demoting.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Riflemen ready.
Shock troops have arrived.
Stay in my footprints. It will be easier. We are moving. We will get there.
Keep shooting! Think near! Attention!
Conscript, ready and willing.
Comrade! Start walking, comrades!
Return fire!
Blizzard imminent.
Man down!
Engineer standing by.
We are bleeding,
We are ready
comrades!
for any-
Fire incoming!
Moving out.
Yes, brother. We are taking fire! Ready! Executing move orders! Comrades, we cannot stay here!
Listen up, men! What do you want? We will occupy the enemy sector.
Taking forces!
Blizzard conditions are now in effect.
Partisans taking fire!
Pick up the pace, you dogs!
Kill them all!
We have secured the area.
Additional partisan fighters are on the field. Conscripts will replenish our forces.
Squad at the ready. What is it?
We have more partisans and irregulars waiting to join the fight.
Moving.
Partisans have arrived with anti-vehicle weapons. Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Men, on me.
Your orders, comrade.
Partisans are ready to deploy with anti-vehicle weapons.
You have orders?
Ready.
One of our emplacements is under attack. Blizzard is passing.
Down. Listen up, men.
Soldiers ready. Submachine guns are coming, comrades. It's like New Year's Day.
Squad at the ready. Shock troops here.
The new men have arrived.
You You need something built?
The blizzard is gone.
Get to work, men. Men, on me!
You have orders? Contact with the enemy! Waiting for your command! We are bleeding, It is dead!
Get moving!
We'll get the blood flowing. Squad replenished! Yes, brother. Partisans. Forward! Is necessary.
You need something demolished? Listen up, men!
Conscripts here! Door the holes in your boots. Go! Engage it!
Getting tired of this shit!
Has our wrench.
Light them up! We are taking losses! Hurry up! Light the bottles! Man down!
This is when we realize that we cannot hold here much longer. We were hoping we would be able to defeat these forces, but it seems like the attackers have pretty much broken through this flank here. We're holding decently well in the center and over on this side, thanks to my ally, but they still have reserves over here. They've got their general, and there's just no way we're going to win, especially after losing this flank. So I am doing a mass retreat. I'm getting as many solid troops out of this fight to save them for the second layer, or possibly even the third layer. So there we go. I've got my general back here. I've got, or actually this is my ally's general, which is good to see that he's retreating his general. He's also got some berserkers. That's very wise. Retreat the berserkers. I've set up my general, getting ready for the second layer. My crossbows are preparing here. I think I told them to fire at will, and just anyone who comes near these retreating troops, just shoot them down, and hopefully that will buy more time. More archers over here, Flemish crossbows, get them out of this fight. But here they come. Here comes that massive force. Now if we go back over to the other side, same thing over here. Big retreat. Brunswick's trying to get his men out of there, trying to save as many lives as possible. Unfortunately, you are going to have to leave behind troops because someone's got to hold back the enemy as the other troops retreat. So there's always going to be sacrifices, but it's for the greater good, hopefully. Hopefully their sacrifice will not go in vain. And as that's going on, I am also retreating my swordsmen who were originally fighting over here. I was planning on moving these swordsmen to help out the fight over here, but Brunswick and Nico, they were just like, nah, there's no way, we're going to retreat out of here anyways, just fall back to the inner parts of the city, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I just need to quickly kill these guys so I can make sure these guys don't get caught out, you know? So we'll go back to normal speed. Yes, they are wavering here. That's good. And we're breaking more over on this side, I guess. There we go. There's the retreat from Brunswick. It's just time to get all these troops out of here. Nico's falling back, and this is the mad rush out of here. The mad retreat, I guess you could say. Nico's leaving behind about 2 units, it looks like. No, he can retreat these men as well. He needs to go now, though. There he goes. Yes, they actually have a much cleaner retreat over on this side compared to us. The enemy is right on our toes. Right on our toes. And at this point, again, slow motion really fast because this is really critical. At this point, we realize that we've got to go all the way back to the final point because these choke points that you see in the second layer are way too big. We just don't have enough troops to hold these two against such a large force. I mean, look at the balance of power. They outnumber us by a ton. They have 4,288. We have 2,746, and it's constantly going down, probably getting hit with archers in the back. But yeah, they are right on my toes, or right on my tail, I should say, I guess. But they're right behind me and making it very, very difficult for me to get out of here. Because that's the smart thing to do. You want to try to prevent them from regrouping. If you're attacking and someone's retreating, that's what you want to do. But thankfully, they stop here for a second. That's great. And we're able to get our Norman swordsmen, or hopefully I am able to get my Norman swordsmen back to this area. I got these troops moving back as well. I finally defeated them, so I'm now able to move these troops back. But they've got to hurry up. They've got to move fast because here comes these troops. I mean, they're just scaling the outer walls. It's tough to watch. I mean, like right here, my ally, he couldn't send up the Eastman Spearmen. He had to leave them behind to hold back the enemy. Sad moments like this, where men have to sacrifice themselves for the greater good of the army. Very tragic, very, very tragic to see. And I, unfortunately, had to do the same. Very, very sad. This unit, I wanted to live. I just wanted them to make it, and they have to now hold this street, the Norman swordsmen. Everybody, bow your heads and take a moment of silence for the brave Norman swordsmen that are holding back a horde of Kern axemen against, against all odds they fight. And it's very tragic. We'll even give them a little slow motion here as they fight. And they know this will be their last moments on Earth, as they buy time for the rest of the army. I mean, these guys were right on our tail. These two units, and I had to send them back. I had to. Now, if they can hold here, they might potentially make it out of here, these Kern axemen. But we'll see. Or not the Kern axemen. I'm not... Brain fart. Not the Kern axemen, but the Norman swords. If they can defeat the Kern axemen quickly, because they are a superior unit compared to these guys, then if they can break and then retreat. But it's not looking good because he's already got forces behind the men here. So yeah, just constant retreat. And it was so intense at this point. It was just like, go, run, quick, quick, hurry before they send up reinforcements. We must move quickly. But it seems like this side, they're not too much in a rush to, chase down our units. But Meade over here, mine, they are certainly trying to cut down the retreat.
Partisans are ready to deploy with anti-vehicle weapons.
The brave last stand of the Norman soldiers. Look at us. Imagine being one of these soldiers. You're ordered to stay back, to hold back the horde of enemies. This is all you see. Very tragic. Very tragic indeed. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to defeat these guys. There's just too many of them. They're breaking through the front line. So they continue to fight, and over here we plan our final stand. Remember my crossbows I was saving in reserve? Well, they pretty much have full ammo. These crossbows are going to be absolutely vital in our defense, and cutting down, especially the big axe units, big axe units will be the death of a choke point because they can break through pretty easily. But if I keep my crossbows alive, I can really focus down. Since they don't have shields, I should be able to take them down pretty effectively. So there we go. I mean, this is just one of those moments, man, where we're just looking around, counting our soldiers and just trying to figure out if we even have enough. And at the very least, we're going to give them a fight for this final location of the city. We're going to give them everything we have. But yeah, look at this. Nico's having to send over his catapult crew, trying to hold back the enemy, trying to add some safety to these berserkers and whatnot to make it to the final stand. We also need to get them there quickly so we give them time to rest a little bit. Here's more berserkers. God, just never ending. Gotta get these men in this final location. We also have artillery, which Mr. Brunswick saved for the final stage of the battle. Very smart on him, because now we have an answer. If they want to sit back and skirmish us, we have an answer to that, which is the artillery, light crossbows. Nico still has some archers with some ammo left over. So we've got the tools, right? We've got the type of troops you need for a stand like this, but do we have enough? That's what it comes down to. Look at all our troops. Oh, these guys are fresh, but a lot of the troops are actually fresh. Okay, that's pretty impressive. These guys are exhausted, but I'll be sure to let them, rest up. But yeah, this is where the men were defeated. The poor soldiers who fought to buy time for the rest of the army have perished. Damn you. Damn you. That really sucked. Now we're in a little bit of a slower phase of the battle as both teams here kind of figure out what the plan is. What are we going to do? And this was just so exciting during the light battle. It's that moment in Total War where you're just like, oh, here we go. Like, here it's coming. And then we're just like, okay, what do we have here? Move these troops over here. Move them over there. This is why I love siege battles, because it gives you time for moments like this where you got to plan. You got to use what you have left to try to win here. We've got a decent amount of forces. Thankfully, a small choke point that we have to hold. But look at this. My goodness, Cav charging in. They are not letting us set up here. We have nothing defending this choke point. We did not expect this. My crossbow's now opening fire. And we have Dyflin archers trying to hold them back. Now, thankfully, they were out of ammo, so it's not a huge loss. But it's a sacrifice these archers are willing to make. And now we have to commit in some infantry. Quickly, charge in the infantry. Norman foot soldiers, 115 strong, moving in, 2 chevrons. But yeah, we got to secure this choke point so he doesn't take it over with his cav. Archer fire coming down. More and more infantry charging down. Charge! There we go. And we scare off the cav, thankfully. But we can't, we can't take any more risks like that. But we got to set up our front line here now in case they try to do anything sneaky like that again. But yeah, they're scout horsemen. That was a good move by them. That was smart, trying to get us, off guard. But now the enemy is going to rest up their troops, slowly approach this final stand. And this is where we're finally organizing our troops to hold here. And the great thing about thrones in this time period is shield wall, which will certainly protect us against enemy archer fire. If they do choose to sit back and fire at us, we should be able to, hold pretty effectively without taking too many casualties because of shield wall. Or shield castle, as they call it in this game.
Shock troops have arrived.
There we go. There they go. They're forming their shield. The final stand. These troops are exhausted. He's so exhausted that he's going through the enemy, his comrade's shield. There we go. Normans and Northumbrian soldiers stand together here. Shield wall. Oh, that looks so cool. I love the tear-shaped shield here. And this music is so awesome. This is like the best soundtrack soundtrack in Total War. Like the sound, the music for this game is amazing. We got Nico now moving up some of his swords as well. Just kind of doing a double layer here. I mean, like, it just seems so pathetic what we have compared to the enemy. Look at the balance of power. It's even worse now. 380-96 for the attackers, and we only have 2,000. Yeah, 2,101. There we go. They're setting up their attacking forces, and it's about to go down. The final stand for this settlement. It's gonna be crazy. So let's go ahead and take the time and look at what they have for forces here. So you can see how fresh their forces are. They've got really good shielded troops. They still have the Danelaw archers. They got berserkers, which is gonna be a real pain. What I'm most afraid of, let's see if we can, oh, right here, the Jarl Huskarls. These guys are insanely good at destroying shield wall. So that's one of the major targets we gotta look after. And since I was in charge of the crossbows up here, I was constantly looking for targets to shoot at, which it looks like, here we go. We've got my first target. Now these troops have shields, so I don't fire for long because it's a waste of ammo to fire at a shielded unit like this. I love the cheering, the sound effects. They're burning down our city here. Remember, they've done 12%, so it does affect our combat effectiveness. So it's -2 supplies. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe it hurts our ammo. And then -2 melee skill. So you can see that it's not looking great. And the more they burn down this town, the worse it's going to get. They got, oh my god, they have plenty of reserves, plenty of troops. I mean, look at the flames over here. That looks so awesome. Oh, that looks so cool. As they wait with the flames at their backs. Man, that's awesome. The buildings are burning down. Civilians getting slaughtered, but there's not much we can do. And here we go, guys. They're moving up some long axemen. Again, axemen are bad for choke points. That's probably why he's doing it. And this is the perfect target. Light armor, no shields. And here comes, look at this artillery coming down. Check this out. I gotta do slow motion for this. Boom! Just ripping through their lines. And now I will open fire with my crossbows right now. And so is, yep, there they go. From two sides as well, from both sides of the walls. We're giving them hell. We want to try to break these guys before they can even meet us in the front line. Ooh. Here they come, but they still keep pushing forward. This guy's dead, but the rest are pushing forward. Look at this, waiting for them. Another artillery shot coming down. Oh, another good hit. Oh, I'm so glad to see that they're taking their time, just buying more time to get more volleys into their ranks with my crossbows. Here comes the charge. So they do come up here with pretty decent numbers. But they break as soon as they reach us. Their crossbow fire, the artillery fire is just too much. Now some of them will be able to fight for a little bit, but they've lost so many troops. Their morale it's gotta be low.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
And the epic struggle for the choke point is really taking off here. And there we go, we're breaking them. The troops that broke earlier has returned, but they're fighting with such low morale.
The sector is at risk.
Crossbows constantly firing, piercing their armor with those crossbow bolts. Come on, kill this guy. Yeah, chopped his head off. Here comes the next wave, guys. It's never gonna end with these troops, but it's looking better. Look how many are dying. Hold on, let's see. Look, watch the numbers drop here. Now this is gonna be a lot tougher. These troops, you know, they're highly armored. They're definitely gonna fight for a longer period of time in this choke point. The axemen have returned, unfortunately. So that's a pretty good combo. Axemen mixed in with the shield and sword troops. Man, great volley there. But we are breaking more and more. There's a bird's eye view. Look at this. I'm holding my crossbow fire. They're moving up their archers now. So you can see how intense this is. Crossbows are now opening fire. They're trying to take out my crossbows now, which is a smart move. I've put them in a thinner formation so they're harder to hit. I am kind of firing back a little bit at his crossbows. Just trying to get them, you know, to stop. Trying to get them to run. Let's see where they're firing at. It's like they're really focusing in on this shot. Or maybe I told them to hold fire. Again, guys, it's really critical. There we go. Ooh, firing at their backs, too. It's really critical I save my ammo for high threat targets. I mean, archers aren't a big deal. We can form shield wall. We've got walls of our own. There we go. We're breaking them. The second wave has been defeated. We're still holding on. Well, let's go see what we have for reserves. Mostly generals. Brunswick's got a couple berserkers. I've got some Norman foot soldiers. So we're doing decently well with our reserves. Decently well. We've got about 4 or 5 units holding the front right now. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I've got my crossbows who used up all their ammo. I set them up right here to make them think that I'm going to fire down at them with these crossbows and get them to waste ammo on my crossbows, which is working quite well. Sorry, Flemish crossbows, you're a meat shield for my troops. Tragic, very tragic. And here we go. This is a big target, and I'm focusing all my crossfire on these guys. They're down to 69 giggity. Let's see if we can, yeah, 66. I mean, we are making them work, making them pay for even moving closer to our defenses. There we go. He's going to charge in with a total of 62 men, much better than 160. Ooh, and we even hit a little bit more there. But here comes some shield biters now. 48. Hold them back. But this is where things are getting scary. Ammo is starting to get a little low. I think I'm about half ammo. And now we have the next wave charging in. Danelaw spearmen. Got Danelaw archers trying to silence my crossbows. You can see them up there. Now the spears move up. Wave after wave. They hit our defense like ocean waves. But we must keep holding. We will not give up without a fight. Here comes the next charge. Oh, we got archers in the front here. Yes, armored archers fighting now. I think they're just buying some time. I'm sending up more swordsmen to this fight. Look at this. More of my swordsmen. I think this is like my last reserve, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see, but I'm just resting them there for a little bit. Oof. I'm holding my ammo. Again, I don't really see any targets that are worth firing at. They still have a lot of good units back here that, like these guys. No, those are archers. Hold on. I mean, he's got great units scattered around here that could... These guys. This is it. Jarls Huskarls. Jarls Huskarls. Anyways. Yeah, these guys are really tough. I am firing some of my arrows. They were in range, but they're going to fall back, which is smart on his part. There we go. Keep fighting. Keep fighting the good fight. I charged in my reserve force, I think. No, they're still chilling over here. But yeah, we got a pretty thick line here that they're going to have to fight through. We're giving them hell. We've killed wave after wave, but we don't know how much longer we can hold here. We're still outnumbered by a ton. Look at the balance of power has not shifted at all. Even though it feels like we've made progress, right? We've killed multiple units, but the balance of power is not shifting. They still have about just under 3,000. We have just a little over, you know, over half of that. 1,700 men. Men forming shield wall, men holding here. all I have left for infantry is my general, heavy infantry, and I'm keeping him. He's doing a little prayer at the church, I suppose. Doing a little prayer, just hoping God will protect him here. There we go. My crossbows are firing. Let's see what they're firing at. I think I'm just firing at retreating units. Still has his Huskarls. They're moving over to this flank. Here comes more troops, another wave of men. Yeah, being very, very selective with my crossbow fire. They've got to send in more than this if they're going to break through here. What's this? Oh, they're sending in berserkers. Sending in berserkers, about to face my Norman foot soldiers. So these crossbows are out of ammo now. The only unit that I have ammo in, or that still has ammo, is the Flemish crossbows. So I'm going to send these guys again. We're just sending bodies to the front line. Just sending more and more troops just to hold them back. But it's looking really good. I can't believe they sent up berserkers by themselves. Usually berserkers are more of a support unit, and that they're very effective when they have like standard units fighting with them. But they still have troops. They still have endless reserves they can send in. More of our buildings on fire. It's a tragic sight. And another thing I want to mention, guys, this is pretty huge. Over here, remember my cav? Still alive. Still waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. So we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, let's go back over to this fight. Again, another wave of forces coming in, pounding our defense. Hold, men, hold. It's tough. So I think he sent his Jarls over here because he realized that the crossbows over here are out of ammo. So I think that's a pretty smart move. We put them on the side that it's more difficult for my crossbows to fire on. Yeah, but lots of braking. More and more braking here. This is huge, guys. Oh man, it's now 2,600 against 1,500. I mean, it seems like they're killing a lot, all things considered. Gotta keep holding though. The next wave might just be the epic final wave. We'll see. Oh, here we go. They've got archers moving in. Archers firing at our defense. Jarl Huskarls moving up as well. Here we go. This is their great push. They got swordsmen over here. More Huskarls over here. And they're going to go in. This is where I focus my crossbows on these guys. There we go. Take them down. Take them down. He's down to 113. Let's see if I can bring down more with my crossbows. Come on, crossbows. Fire. Please. You have to. Faster. One more volley. What are you doing, crossbows? Fire. Oh, man. Yeah, a little too late. Oh. Now they're firing at units in the reserve. I think I was going after their general. But yeah, they're pushing in now. And look how thin our defenses are. Look how troops are breaking. I'm now going to shift my crossbows. Now this is pretty huge right here. My troops are breaking. We're having to send in. Dyflin is sending in some berserkers of his own to try to reinforce his line against these very deadly, Huskarls. I had to move. I decided to move my crossbows because they can get a much better angle from here in the walls. You can see. Let's see if we can get a volley here. Probably a little bit later. But the only problem with this is it makes it an easier target for enemy archers. There we go. Come on, men. Yes. Fire into that big blob. Look at this. They're pushing hard on this defense. We have to hold. The balance of power is not giving us much hope, but all we can is fight. All we can do is fight against such reckless hate. We still fight for this choke point. If we lose this choke point, it's over. Brunswick has his archers up here firing down. That's good. good to see that he has still you know, some ammo. This flank right here is getting very thin, very, very thin. Now Brunswick's having to dedicate his berserkers as well. So let's do some slow motion. Let's see what we have left. We got a general. We have 4 generals, a berserker unit, 2 berserker units, and that's it. I was thinking about sending in my general here, but I really don't want to send him in until I absolutely need to, because if he dies, it could cause a chain rout with my infantry who are fighting, and I still have a decent amount of infantry. You know, I still have 96 men fighting the good fight, and also my crossbows, both of them having silver chevrons. So that's when I call off the general charge. Since Brunswick is sending in his berserkers, my general can wait a little bit longer before he has to charge in. This is really tough, guys. Now we have the general waiting in reserve, trying to keep up the morale. We still have more men. They just keep coming. Look at this. Look at all of these troops. It feels like we've killed so many, but they still have so many. Good fight keeps getting better. There we go. Now we have Dyflin. He's going to send in his general. My crossbows are getting shot up by their archers. Better my archers getting shot than our infantry, I suppose. And my crossbows break. That was the most disheartening sight of this battle so far, because they still have a decent amount